Those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Let me explain to you the reason why I am the way I am inside your tainted views, my failures and my victories. Situations that I learned can trigger me. Decisions that I've regretted instantly. Ways that I've grown and how I move differently. Listen close if you're into me. I'm guarded, I'm open, I'm struggling. Making the adjustments to this new dating world that's...
Yo. What's going on? Welcome to another Monday night episode of the Rellz Relaxation Hour. I am your host, Rellz, and I'm joined once again by my lovely co-host, the Dark Blacko and Prince Mac. What up, y'all?
First of all, don't put lovely in front of my name from another man's mouth. We're going to start that right there. We're going to start that right now.
That's how you start the show off. That's how you start the show off.
We're going to have to run that shit all the way back.
You got to send that back. Start that over, yo. I feel violated. Just now, I feel like, I feel like you just came on to me, and that was not my consent. We just had this type of talk, like, what, 2 weeks ago about this? No.
Good evening, my brothers. How are you guys doing tonight?
That's better. Don't ever add lovely before my name. Fuck is wrong with you?
Wow. You don't sound like you're relaxing too much. We don't have this kind of conversation on the relaxation.
He must have had an extra weekend.
I had a great weekend, actually.
Remember he said Rellz be knowing.
I had a great weekend, actually. You're an asshole. I had a pretty good weekend.
You got in Soho?
Something like that.
I bet you did.
How was your guys' weekend?
I worked all weekend.
Listen, man. I was my week is alright. Teaching my son the game, how to, do the shirt shit. So, how to, cut and press. Wasn't easy, but I was teaching him the game.
Is he learning it?
Yeah, somewhat like that.
He picking it up. That's what it is. It takes time.
Yeah, I mean, he did this one for me. It ain't come out how I want. He did this for me, but it ain't come out how I like it. But
let me see.
I ain't endorsing his son's work. I dig it.
Let me see it. He frozen.
Nah, it's the puff final, but I don't like how he doing.
Nah, that's not right there. He did a good job. He did a good job with that. How old is he?
10.
Come on now.
He learning.
Hey, he did better job.
Yeah, exactly. I did the whole, the main work. I showed him how to do the heat and press and all that. So, but I showed because he this. My son, he watches me. You know what I'm saying? So when he's watching me, he's like, Dad, what you doing? Cause I did shirt for him. He just wanted a regular shirt, just whatever, Roblox shit. So he's like, what you doing? I said, I'm doing one for me. Just have one around the house with. He's like, let me do it. All right. So they got to the iron part, the weeding part, and then he ain't ready for that yet. He get frustrated like me, so I let him do the iron part. But he did it this one too, man. I told him to keep learning until he get bored with it. Then it's like, I don't fuck this, I'm out.
I mean, he might want to start making money with it.
Yeah, that's true. Might get excited behind it.
Listen,
you never know.
Listen, my kid, he did this. He's playing Call of Duty. He becoming me. I like that.
Is he a better shooter than you?
I like that. Hell no, you crazy? Come on, you know that now. Come on now. Without the contacts, you already know.
Yeah, that's the only dude I know who blind for everything but Call of Duty. I kid you not. The nigga blind. The nigga hold the phone to his face like this, but in Call of Duty, he be back here like this and get 150 kills.
That's a good thing.
Man,
That's some street shit like this.
That's growing up on them streets of Far Rockaway, right? Good evening, Auntie.
I'm a Bronx. Come on, Bronx, man. Come on. I'm a Bronx baby, man.
That's all right. You can represent Queens.
Nah.
Better than representing the Bronx.
Nah, I'm a Bronx. Come on, man. Bronx got what? 37 years of my life. No, 30 years of my life. I'm always gonna rep the Bronx, no matter where I go. Well, that's not true. I'm out of state. I'm New York to the death. But when I'm in these 5 boroughs, I'm the Bronx. Come on, man. We like that.
What the fuck?
What the
hell is that?
I mean, I get it. He played a sound effect for the Bronx, like Heavenly Gates. I dig it. I get it. I understand. I get it.
Well, how was your weekend? Since you had a good weekend, what was your weekend like, my brother?
I was with wifey all weekend. It's always a good weekend when I'm with her. We went out, enjoyed ourselves. I don't have to. I don't have to do it.
I seen you post some food pictures.
Huh?
I seen you post some food.
Where y'all went?
No, that was last week. We went to a club.
Nice.
Listen,
man, it's getting nice outside, man. Enjoy it, bro.
No, it was decent. It was decent for what it was.
What kind of club was it?
Can't tell you that on air. So I was waiting for that question. I knew you was going to ask that question. Come on, I got family members.
That's why I asked.
Thank you. See, at least you're smart enough to understand.
No. See, I know what kind of club it was, but I was going another way with it.
Nah.
See, my thing is this.
Maybe
I know my bro.
Lovely, so maybe that's what kind of club
he could be like, yo, I went to. He could be like, I went to this lounge, such, boom, boom.
Now he went to
you know what I'm saying? I went to this lounge, such.
Now listen, come on, man. You know, I like. Come on, you know, I like. I am
with you, Blacko.
Listen.
He was wearing chaps with the ass out this weekend.
Who, me? Nah. Not this weekend.
Not this weekend.
Not this weekend.
Come on, you can't ask me the question like these. Am I honest listener? What's wrong with you?
Yo, hold up. No. But you got to run that comment back. Not this weekend.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Come on.
No, you not. Yo, even Blacko had to sit up.
And Blacko's on a delayed response. Blacko's on a delayed response. He was like, wait, what? I like fucking with y'all. I really do.
I gotta reevaluate this shit, man.
I ain't gonna front. After a day of work and going to the gym, it feels cool to be able to chat and vibe with you guys on a Monday night. You guys are all right.
Man, fuck you. You answer me doing a day. Nah,
you know what?
I hit him up the day. Nigga take hours to hit me back. Mind you, I know he on his route already.
I'm sorry if I'm doing music. Nah, I am.
Like
I'm gonna tell you exactly. I'm gonna tell you exactly what my route is. Like, right? You'll text me. I hit a notification in my ear, but I'm delivering the mail. I'm trying to get the mail done first, and then I'll get back to you.
That's what you're doing?
No.
That's your excuse?
It's the truth.
Full of shit.
You need to fix your background, my nigga. It looks like you going to the upper room every time you move.
Yeah, I see it, but I'll fix it another time. I'll get this green screen thing right eventually. But before we get into the topic, it's not bad. It's a nice one. I got it from Amazon, so it's not hard to
like how to go 300 shit.
Yeah, this one's not hard to navigate with StreamYard. StreamYard makes it easy to navigate, so it's not bad. But like you said, you can see that sometimes it's like it's glitching out. I gotta figure that out. It's like it's trying to find the right. I think it's like I can't think of what the name is right now, but it's a certain number you gotta have it to where you don't have that interference. But yeah, I gotta figure it out. But before we get to the topic, let me shout out the sponsors first because we got quite a few now. First of all, shout outs 2920 Clothing. As you can see, Blacko got his son making some exclusive gear. I'm still waiting for my shirts, but we'll talk about that off air.
What you mean?
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. How many times did I be like, yo, make me a shirt? What you told me?
Hey, we not about this online.
A little dissension between owners. That's all right. It's all right. Mac can stay out of it.
Listen, all right. You want to spin the house shirts? That's what I mean.
Watch this, Blacko. Watch this. Here we go. Go ahead, say it.
I need a black shirt with red writing on it.
A black shirt, red writing on it?
Yeah.
What kind of red writing?
This whatever you got. 2920. Any 2920 joints you got.
All right.
Hold on. What size are you, man?
All right.
XL.
All right. So back to the sayings by Butter.
They make the shirts?
Huh?
They make them sizes? I'm a big guy, man. I'm used to the fat guy section.
Hold on. What size are you?
Who, me?
Yeah. I think you're a 3, right? You're a 3 or 4.
I'm a 3. Yeah, I'm a 3.
You're a 3.
I'm a 3 now.
Not bad. I mean, but because you're back in the gym, right?
Yeah, eating a little differently, running.
Where it starts.
Not doing 5 minutes on the machines,
Wow.
10 minutes on the lift.
Wow. They just want to throw shots at me, but you also okay because the
Yeah, what you
transformation is
doing?
coming.
First,
The
what
first
you
one,
doing
because I
10
don't,
minutes on the for?
because I don't go to the gym. Real quick, I don't go to the gym to get on the elliptical. I work out, I lift weights, and then I finish off with core, and I just do 5 to 10 minutes of cardio. That's it.
Makes no sense.
How do you figure?
Why are you doing core if you're not doing cardio?
What are you talking about? I do core every day.
Are you doing core so your abs can pop out?
I'm doing core every day. It's just a habit of mine.
No, but are you doing core so your abs can pop?
It's a start.
The question is, are you doing so your abs can pop?
Yeah, eventually.
All right. So at the end of the day, you're wasting your time doing core with no cardio because you need cardio to enhance your core.
But what I'm saying is, so I can't. So 5 or 10 minutes ain't shit.
No.
Oh well, it's my routine. I'm gonna stick to it. That being said,
I ain't knocking it.
Yeah, I'm stick to what it's been working. It works for me so far. But anyway, back to the sponsors. Saying by Butter, who actually hooked me up with this shirt right here. So I'm gonna be taking orders for these Rellz Relaxation Hour shirts soon. So if you're listening and you need one, just hit up the Rellz Relaxation Hour page. Bobby D Customs. He recently got his IG page back up and running, and as soon as he got it back up and running, he was right back to work again. So much love and respect to him. TSD Contracting Services. Peace, love, and light. I Am Her Creations. Shout outs to the new sponsors, Linden Coin Laundromat, located in Linden, New Jersey. It's actually ran by my uncle. So if you guys are like in that area, you listening out there in Jersey, just hit up the IG page, hit up my IG page, and I'll give you the address if you need it. And Rhinestones in the Box, which is also my cousin as well. So she does great work when it comes to rhinestones and blinging things out. So if you want to hit her up, you can go on the IG page. It's actually the same page as well. So shout out to the sponsors. I appreciate all you guys. So the topic tonight is personal growth. So I got a question. The first question I got to ask you guys, like, when it comes to personal growth, what were you doing a year ago exactly? Well, not exactly, but a year ago. What were you doing?
It was cold. It wasn't doing shit.
I was in the gym. I was training clients still.
Did any point did the gym close?
Before I got in, the gym been open since September 8th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what time. I think that's when my gym opened that same time too, around that thing.
What, last year?
Yeah.
2020.
Oh, yeah, remember the gym? I thought it was before that.
Remember, the gyms opened back up in September, and then that's when they started. That's when you had to go in with the mask, and then once the vaccine thing came out, then you had to go in with that.
That's very true. You're right. You're actually right. Nah, cause no. Gym opened in April, bro.
No, it didn't.
It was April. We got the email. We was being thirsty. Blink was open in April, bro.
Well, maybe Blink, but LA Fitness is a different animal.
LA Fitness, Planet Fitness, the Blink out here, Coliseum, all them shits was closed. Only way we was getting in the gym was going.
I remember the Blink.
Oh, you had the backdoor connections.
I know the Blink that me and him was going to open April because when I hit him up like, yo, you got the email? We back in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did. That's right. That was last year in April. That's right. But that's when they started letting you go in with the mask, but you had to have the vaccination card.
At that time, you didn't. Remember, you had to get the vaccine. I think around like the summertime.
Nah, that was you talking about. So are you talking about 2020 or 2021?
No, 20. We talking 2021.
Nah, the gym's been open since.
Oh yeah,
the gym's been open since September of 2020.
Oh yeah. See, you know what? 2021.
COVID got his time. COVID got his time all messed up.
I had my kidney transplant in February.
Of 2020.
Go back to the gym. Yeah, I was supposed to be able to go back to the gym like in 3 months. So what's that? March, April, May, and that shit was closed. So all I was doing was catching a lot of cardio and working on the crib. And the shit opened back in September, right after we went back to school. And I joined the gym on that Friday, right after that shit opened. Shit opened on a Thursday. I went there that Friday.
And it's been open ever since, right?
Yeah, I should definitely open for that.
I think for me, a year ago, I think I was trying to figure out how to do this whole podcasting thing. Because I was always curious about it. Me and Blacko talked about it for quite some time. And I remember hitting Don up, asking him for information, like, knowledge about how to do the whole podcasting thing.
That wasn't a year ago.
That was a year ago.
Nah, you wasn't there, Twin. Like me and him been talking about this for the
Nah,
longest.
because me and him talked about it. It was during the summer. Me and you talked about it, and I told you to go to Dawn and about learning how to do it.
No.
Me and Rellz talked about it.
Yeah, but
like, I never thought about that. And he was like, "Yo, I'm hit Dawn up now."
Yeah, and I spoke to him about it, and we
That was over the summer.
It was the summer. What, a 2020 or 2021?
It's just passed. Some of it just passed. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. I was actually talking to Don way before that because me and Blacko had bought like podcasting equipment like maybe like January of last year, and I had reached out to Don back then about it. So it was like, and then I got real complacent and real out of touch with it. So I kind of left it. But then like as I had that conversation with you, is when I reached right back out to Dawn again, and then we started talking about it again. And that's when I kind of got into doing it on the Anchor thing. So
right there.
Yeah, so
I know I was doing.
You gotta remember when you complacent, time passes by.
Yeah,
bullshitting. You think about it now. Like Black Horse said a million times. There's a million motherfuckers doing podcasts. So if you hopped on at the right time because you're doing the Rellz Relaxation Hour, and I give you kudos. You and Black Hole kudos because you guys have been doing really great. I mean, even though I'm a co-host on the show, you guys is definitely this is your baby.
I appreciate that.
I'm just here for the ride.
I appreciate that. And
motherfuckers look good.
Me too. Thank you. Me too.
You know what? I'm gonna give y'all both that. I'm gonna let y'all rock.
Yo, and you know what? It's times Rellz when Rellz you say some shit, and me and Blacko got to be like, wait, hold up. Or when a guest says Rellz be knowing, and we gotta
whatever, man, whatever. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the whole podcasting thing was a big part, plays a big part in my personal growth for a couple of reasons. And I think I could speak for Blacko too when I say it does the same thing, because it forced me to. I like that cup. Once again, shout out to the 49ers. Podcasting gave me an opportunity to learn how to be more comfortable in front of a camera, be more comfortable speaking, because as much of a people person as I think I am, this podcast thing humbled me. I'm not even gonna front. Because
you way more people person than I am. You way more.
I was a PRO. I was a PRO. I had to be. It was part of the job. But
was you a PRO or a PRO?
I was a PRO. I was a PRO. I was a PRO.
This
I was a PRO.
Yo,
and you're a jerk for that. Yeah, you really are.
I'm not gonna point. I was a PRO too.
I came around. Put it this way.
I was an enforcer. I couldn't talk. I was an enforcer. But
I'm be honest with you.
I could talk.
On my team,
talk about that.
On my team, I was the most talkative person. So the PRO actually was the natural fit for me. But eventually things happen. Titles get switched around, whatever the case may be. But that sense was a personal growth in itself too, because although, like I said, once again, although I'm a people's person, PROs actually have to actually communicate with other teams. You have to actually be cool with other teams. You got to actually, network. And networking is all a part of personal growth if you want to be in any type of entertainment field, whether it be podcasting, radio, music, anything. So to me, personal growth is looking within yourself and finding the meaning of what you're meant to do in this life, which I'm still figuring out. I mean, I think I have a life in podcasting somewhere down the line. I think maybe it'll venture off to something bigger. Maybe podcasting.
You in podcasting now, bro?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying maybe it'll venture off into something bigger. But like I said, podcasting in itself is just, it allowed me to open up and be more comfortable, in situations like these, matter of fact. So.
Nope. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, I remember what I did last year. I remember last year. It dawned on me. Everything Rellz was saying just dawned on me now. What happened last year?
All right, go ahead.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
No problem. See you, baby.
You speak of podcasting, getting comfortability. I think my comfortability came from doing the whole 5-minute list thing. Like that came, like you like you just said, I was never comfortable in front of the camera. I'm not even comfortable taking pictures. Now I'm smiling every picture I take. You know what I'm saying? So, and when doing the whole 5-minute list thing, it got me prepared for this. You know what I'm saying? And just being in front of the camera, talking to people, and I did that shit off the whim while I was on vacation. You know what I'm saying? That was just some shit. Let me just talk to the people real quick. And as I kept doing it, it was like the views, the views, the views. And I had him like, yo, bro, what made you do this? Yo, I put the camera in front of me. Yo, keep doing this shit. So as I kept doing it, then he started doing the anchor. Then look where we at. And this crazy part is, like he just said, we've been talking about doing a podcast for so long.
Honestly, we've been talking about doing podcasts since like 2020. It's been like 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like we talking about since like 2 years. And
so in other words, it took you a year and a half
to get on. No, it's not even that. Sometimes
for me it was bullshit, bro.
Honestly, bro, my thing is that sometimes everything happens for a reason. Because think about it. It was last year we jumped in the podcast game. We probably would never be doing right now.
Why is that?
So everything comes at. You never know. Everything. I'm one of the people. Everything happens for a reason.
I think positive for everything. Yeah. I just feel like me. I'm one of them people that feel like me personally, like where I'm at right now, like even with the bodybuilding, like if I never got sick right now, if I never got sick, I honestly feel like I'd have been heavy into bodybuilding and I'd have been on another level because I was that hard and I was around that many heavy bodybuilders that was Olympians. Yeah. So I wonder how far I would have went, how far my body would have taken me. I mean, no disrespect, but I probably would have never met you guys because I never would have went this route where I would have been in the circuit. I would have been too busy traveling the world doing just different things, making shit happen as far as the bodybuilding and supplement world goes.
That's why, in a sense, you got to look at what steroids,
bro. I mean, I'm not gonna say the one thing that I've never denied ever, since anybody's ever known me or spoken to me, I've never denied my steroid use. I've used steroids.
Mm-hmm.
I do it. That's why you got no picture with.
You stupid, but you're stupid. But once again, that ties back in. Once again, that all ties back into personal growth too, and it all ties back into what Blacko said in a sense where he said everything happens for a reason. Everybody's put in somebody's life for a reason and in their path for a reason, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. But if you meet somebody and you speak to them, they was put there. All these people in the world, and that one person, whether it be a quick conversation, whether you fall and somebody help you back up, they was put there for something.
That's a fact.
Swagger says sometimes personal growth takes maybe years, even a decade, not just a year. He's right.
That's very true. Yeah. It took me 31 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like my mom, even with me having this kidney transplant, I've been busting my ass, mentally because I took steps back mentally, and I started getting down on myself. I got the scar on my stomach, and I'm like, I started beating myself up, like, I'm never gonna make it. Now I'm like, now I'm so fucking confident, and I have people around me that's putting that the extra bug in my ear. So shout out to my manager Envy, who definitely been on top of the paperwork and shit like that. So
man, listen, sometimes we all need that push. There be days when I might not feel like doing something. Blacko might be like, yo, get your ass up, or even you might be like, yo, get your ass up.
I do need you to do more than 10 minutes on cardio.
I'll get there.
I'm gonna when we get off air, I'll tell you what.
All right.
I doing the anger front, doing this has made me much more, how can I say, media friendly? Side, like he knows.
Media friendly.
Like media friendly, yes. Because he knows this. Even when we start business, I always do media. Media is my shit. It's to the point now we do this shit has become an outlet. It's like that pool that for me. So even right now, like I'll be in so many different, it comes like ocean that turn into lakes, like different outputs and shit. So my thing is this, like even with this right here, being that we doing this right here, like I network so much. Like if you see my IG, I'm in so many different inboxes asking like, yo, what you do about this and that and third. It's just about the network. I never was a networking type because I ain't like talking to people. To be honest with you, because my thing was this: is either I hit you up, you hit me back, you don't hit me back. I felt type of way. I learned that some people don't know you. They're not gonna hit you back. They're gonna be skeptical. We live in a world where everybody be scamming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do scamming shit. So people trust level in this world is horrible.
That's facts.
And mine's is horrible too, because you don't know who's there for the good intentions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always hit people try to be guests and all that shit. People be they little iffies. That's why I tell them like, yo, listen, I'll put the link in the show. Hey, watch the show. If you're nervous, find out who we are. Or the clothing game. I look at people with different clothes, hit them up. It's so much networking I do now, and it's crazy. I want to do much more. Like I told him, like being that we got this show now, it's cool to link up with other people that do podcasts or people that do other shows, like people that do cooking shows. We can even go in there and just start talk with them, vibe with them, or we do like these challenge shows, just to get the whole podcast and shit up. Get the people out there, they know who we are. Like I was never like this, bro. A year ago, 2 years, I was never like this. I had to
like
come out that shell.
6 months ago. Like 6 weeks ago, you wasn't like this. I'm gonna tell you where it all changed, Mac, and you might agree with me. It all changed when we told him to go back to doing his 5 minutes or less. Once he did that, and once he got back into that 5 minutes or less, everything changed. All of a sudden, he became right. All of a sudden, he became right into the whole.
Opened up, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like you got that. You got the whole fucking just talking. I realize, especially with this here, talking to people. Sometimes like we the voice of people, man. Believe it or not, just because we ain't got thousands of views, we're still the
Speak
voice
for yourself.
of people.
Yes, we do.
We still.
What's wrong with you? Yes, we do.
I said thousands of thousands. Not now.
Listen, I'm speaking.
I know
I'm
we got
that shit into existence. Fuck that. We have thousands and thousands of views.
I'm talking about now, fool. Right now.
I'm talking about now later. Too. No, I'm talking about now.
We gonna get that. No, we gonna get that. We gonna get that. You gotta make the OnlyFans. We gonna get that.
Oh nah.
I'm just saying. I got team play. I got y'all. Don't worry about it, man.
Wait.
No, I said the same thing. Please ask.
He didn't say that. Did
he? He did.
Listen, right. I'm gonna hold it down, man. I'm gonna get a shirt. I'm gonna make an OnlyFans account. I got it. Just don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. We gonna get these views up more. All right.
I'm gonna sit here and say that I'm definitely video clipping that part.
What the fuck was that?
I'm gonna definitely video clip that part.
You know me.
It's cool. Nah, I feel you at this point.
You know me.
So Blacko is doing OnlyFans, and
so what?
Rellz be hanging out with chaps with the ass out.
What can I say? He's my brother, man. What can I say?
It's the Bronx. You just gonna bypass what you just said the last part, though? You just gonna bypass that last part, ain't you?
What? That's your brother?
You know what? No. Talk to him. But anyway, like I said, personal growth has definitely. This show has definitely helped. I will say that.
So would you say personal growth is Rellz admitting that he walks around with chaps with the ass out? Is that personal growth?
Want to hang out, that's on him. That's. Listen, at the end of the day, with anybody doing their personal life, that's.
I dig it though. He said the most. I respect it. He did the most political answer, and I respect it 100%.
Yo, Blacko is stupid. I respect it. Yo, Blacko,
man, let me explain something to you.
Personal life.
No. I'm gonna say something here, and a lot of people that's probably watching is not in the circuit, but I'm quite sure the ones on the circuit probably came across it. I've been in the circuit about 10 years. I done seen some weird shit that had me like, yo, you know what? It is what it is.
Now we done see some weird shit, especially like at Black Tigers.
Yo, yeah. I didn't see. I didn't see.
You've been there, bro. You understand? Nothing surprising.
Weird shit that you be like, I'm gonna go this way.
Facts, and like I said, I gonna say we circuit veterans, but we circuit vets, and we done seen some shit. That's why I'll be like, yo, listen, all right, cool. This is life. This is life. It is what it is. But back to the topic at hand, though.
Wait, hold on, real quick. I want to get to the comment. Pedal said that trust issues is serious for real, though. Just She says, I have crazy trust issues, but I'm working on it. First step is to admit you have them. You okay over there? Combing your beard?
Yo,
It
man,
ain't going nowhere.
It really ain't. I think my shit reached the growth point. I think that's it.
There you go. That's personal growth right there, right? It's personal growth right there,
Facts.
right?
I ain't have this shit in November. Oh, December. I don't think I have December.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. My personal growth has been my health.
God bless you for that too, as well.
I'll be 100% honest with you, and I'm not talking about just the external. I'm talking about the internal because at one point, my creatinine numbers was going high, and I wasn't too sure about them. So as of right now, I'm doing very well, and of course with my physical, you guys have seen the pictures I've posted. I'm looking phenomenal. I'm very happy with the transformation. I'm very happy with the pictures
you post today. You know what pictures you post today?
The one with the one face looked like he all mad at the world, and the other face looked like he all mad at the world.
Yo, I don't want to be like this.
You're supposed to.
Why not? Listen, man, I got a new philosophy, man. Smile every day, man. You alive, yo.
I do smile. I smile and I laugh, but that's just me. I am who I am. I've been doing it for so many years. That's who I am. Once in a while, like I posted a picture this morning with me in the sauna, and I was like,
"Yeah, I know. I peeped it. I just thought you was hot."
No, I was being stupid. I got up. I put my 45 minutes of cardio in, and then did 30 minutes in the sauna.
No, it's crazy. We live in a world where people don't laugh or joke. Like people don't laugh or smile. Everybody want to like straight face, man. Like
personal growth.
When everybody gonna talk about that? That's
Swag is right.
You know what though? Anybody that knows me knows, like every so often, I smile in my pictures. That's just how I take pictures. I smile here and there. Not all the time. So that's just who I am. I'm a happy person regardless. I'm always gonna be stupid. I'm always gonna be fun. But just when I take pictures, I'm not always smiling.
Nah, I'm smiling more, honestly. Like you said, health-wise, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. And plus, think about it. Think about years from now, your kids see your pictures. You don't want to be like, yo, my dad always straight face picture. Like, damn, what was his smile like? Them shit's is memories.
Oh, nah.
That's why I told myself, let me start smiling more.
Smiling. There's plenty of pictures of me smiling. But it's just
like, bro, I have pictures of me in my teens. At all. In my teen years, I probably have, my recollection, I probably have at least 7 pictures in my whole entire teen year. I was not about the pictures. I wasn't even pictures. I was straight face because that was the thing back then, straight thugging face. Now I'm older now, camera phone. Any chance I get, I take a picture. Why? Because I'm like, I missed out on them pictures. Like, I missed out seeing how I looked back in the day or how I was. Like, a lot of people don't know back in the day, I was slim. So, it's like now it's like, yo, you grow up. You got to get out of these certain shit. You got to get out of that. I was actually slim. I was actually slim. You a hater, all right?
Who, me?
You a hater.
No, right? I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said you was who.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That was hilarious.
No, I didn't hear what you said. That's why I said you was who. I didn't know what you said.
Woo! That was funny because he beat you to it.
I
like,
grow up, man.
Man, look.
I had to really grow up, bro. Like, you throwing up gang signs and pictures, middle fingers. Like, you won't actually do like this shit picture unless I'm joking. Other than that, I'm not. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, personal growth is serious, very, very serious. Nah, but my question, I have a question for y'all. See, I'm
wait. Hold on to that question. Hold on to that question. We at the 30-minute mark. We're gonna take a quick break. If you want to know how to get a podcast on this network, this is how you do it.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Is the wind crazy outside?
Nah, I don't think
you see that rain, bro? Nah, yes, it is.
Oh, so it is raining outside. I didn't even notice it was raining.
Yo, I'm hearing the
It's
wind.
like
The
a
wind got
monsoon and
mad
shit out there.
crazy.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah, I
even
ain't see me
realize
turn
that.
around. Yeah, I was talking. I was like this, like.
Well, before you
But
get
nah,
to
let
your,
me ask
before you
y'all a
get to the
question.
question, before you get to the question, let me read off the sponsors one more time. 2920 Clothing, Sayings by Butter, Bobby D Customs, TSD Contracting Services, Peace, Love, and Light, I Am Her Creations, Linden Coin Laundromat, and Rhinestones in a Box. Thanks a lot, guys, once again. Go ahead. What was the
Appreciate
question?
y'all.
Definitely appreciate the sponsors.
Definitely.
You know, it's the halfway mark, so we about to really get into this. I have a question for y'all, my co-hosts. What was y'all personal growth moment that make y'all realize I gotta grow up? Like Rellz, you explained, and I'm it's at Rellz. I know you explained to last week where you was like, you realize like different women ain't it. The one woman thing, like you explained before. So we're gonna exclude that because you explained that a couple of times. We're gonna talk about something else. Like, what was your personal growth moment for you to make you go, all right, I need to stop doing this, that, and the third. This ain't it. I need to grow up. And that's
I'm
the
gonna
same
let you
question
go
for you,
over.
Mac, when he's done.
Mine is deep.
Yeah, because we don't want the same answers. We're gonna give people
My
different
answer,
answers.
I'm sure nobody could touch my answer.
The personal growth thing for me that made me decide I want to grow up. Life. Period. Being honest with you, living in the hood, coming home to the hood, as much as I love my hood, as much as I appreciate my hood, as because it put a roof over my head, I realized there's life outside of it. And if I go home and I'm seeing the same dudes that I live in the building with me, that's in the building in the morning when I leave, and I come home and it's the same dudes in the same spot, everything for me is growth at this point. It's like, what can I do to get out of the hood? What can I do to move on? What can I do to better myself in my future? What is it? What do I need to take? What steps do I need to take to get away, to get out? That, like I said, it could be podcasting. Definitely my job. Being more financially, what's the word I'm looking for? Financially
Secure,
responsible. Not spending like it's my last. Because all of this stuff takes time, but all of this stuff is what can help you get out the hood, building your credit, having better credit. When I was younger, I didn't think about the credit aspect as much as I think about it now. Credit gets you way more things in life than cash could if you really think about it. And I don't think a lot of people understand that aspect. So for me, okay, like Dawn said, leaving the U.S. and seeing different. For me, I haven't left the U.S. yet, but just going on vacations, taking trips, like, you come back home and the mood is different. It's just almost like, yeah, something got to be better than this. So now you got to,
that's something that's ongoing for you. So it's growth for you now.
Yeah.
So, but when did you realize, like, yo, I need personal growth now?
Probably, I want to say probably 5-6 years ago, maybe. It was the relationship I'm in now taught me a lot. So like I said, it gives me a different perspective, and it gives me the thought of what it's like to actually one day have a family, one day actually be married. I wasn't a big fan of it. In some degrees, I'm still not, but at the same time, I appreciate it more. Being around people who was married and then not married no more gives you a bad perspective. But then you realize that there are still people who've been around, like our grandparents who've been married for years, forever. So you got to realize there's still some good things out there when it comes to stuff like that. But in terms of being a better person for myself, just waking up every day and being better, doing better, like trying to see how I can be better tomorrow than I was today. So everything's a learning process for me.
All right, I respect that. Good answer. My growth changed where I made a complete 180 was when my daughter was born, my oldest, 24. And when she was born, I was heavy in the streets. And here it is. I'm there with a bunch of dudes at the birth of my daughter, with guns on me, and just sitting there looking like, yo, why do I have this many motherfucking street dudes around my kid? And at any given time, something could pop off and it affect my daughter's mother and my kid. So at that time, I had to, get up out the streets. So, I had that growth where it was like, yo, you know what? Either I'm going to switch up everything or I'm going to either die or have my family die from my actions. And the crazy part about it was I was 2 years in the summer of 95, I lost a lot of friends, a lot. And my daughter was born in 97. And like in between 95 and 97, like we was in the middle of it was things going on, transpiring that we just had to, things just kept happening. So it was like, this ain't going to work for me no more.
What about you, Blacko?
My personal growth came when I realized, when I, how can I, it's actually a bunch, but I'm gonna give you my most recent one, the one that helped me, the one that's been helping me the most, where I really declare myself a civilian. And what a lot of people understand, like, civilian, the hard worker every day, don't want to do the streets. Like before, I used to always, I'm not gonna say I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but I used to love this, like, but not like how Twin was saying. I used to like being outside all day, hearing what's going on, and I want all the war stories, who's doing what, X, Y, Z. Now to the point I want to hear no war stories. I don't care what's going on the street. You can't even see me at the store unless I'm waiting for something no more than 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to tell myself, yo, what's out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's out here? What's out here for you? You grown now. Like at a certain point at time, it's cool. Like Rellz say, in the hood, you hang with your people, see people's what's going on, hang in front of the building and talk. But I got to a point where it's like, yo, I don't care about nothing street anymore. I got to the point where I just want to go to work, make it back home. Not go to work, make it back home. See, who's the latest gang set, all this, that, and the third. Like, I just want to be involved in all of that. Hands in, try to be my hands to everything. Then I realized I just want my hands to be very much legal. I wanted to grow. You know what I'm saying? So as far as my became is leaving everything alone. Taking one foot out the street and putting both on the sidewalk. A lot of people like, yo, civilians get hurt on the sidewalk too. Okay, cool. All right, then that's mistaken. That's just a casualty. But when you got both feet in the streets, you already know what type of time you on. You already know what game you playing. But if you got 1 foot on the street, 1 foot on the sidewalk, you torn in between. Like Twin said, he had all these dudes around his daughter that could go down any time. That can happen. Now, if I want 1 foot in the street, I want to, in case I want to make some extra money, let me go buy a pack and do X, Y, Z. That's me being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or, let me find out what's going on with the gang, or let me involve myself in shit politics I don't need to be in. So I was like, you know what? Let me just have 1 foot on the side, both feet on the sidewalk, be a civilian, live by life. And honestly, it's one of the best feelings. I never had beef. I can legitimately say, in my lifetime, I never had beef. Any situation I got into, it's either if one of my people's got something, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go. Let's handle it. However we gotta handle it, whether it's fighting, whatever.
You never had beef?
Never.
Damn.
Cause you know what it is with me? I'm be very real with you, and a lot of people won't admit this. I never had issues because I was always I'm cool with everybody. Even when I wanted to play in the gang life, I was cool with Kings. I was cool with Crips. It's just, they definitely felt the way when they found out from the other side. Granted, so what? But if I'm cool with you, I'm loyal to you. I'm one of those. If I can stop a situation from happening, I'm going to do it. So I never really had beef. I had situations. I had a lot of situations. But as far as beef go, I never had beef. I
had beef.
I don't think I've ever had beef either.
When I say beef, I mean beef where what Biggie say is on site. Beef.
Nah, I never had that.
Like I had beef. Like I was at a full blown war when my daughter was born. So,
let me ask you this now, right? you say you was on a full blown war when you had your daughter. It's 2000, what's this? March 7, 2022. You was at a full fledged war. You know, you see each other on site. The growth that you have now. What if you see one of the enemies in the street? And this is a question. And now you're civilian. You're civilian now.
Now you know what's funny. I've seen former enemies, and it's like,
Okay.
yo, you know what? Certain things that you sit back and you chop it up, and it's like, yo, you know what? That was then. This is now. You gotta understand. At that time, you know, we was in our teens. A lot of us now are in our 40s.
Yeah, it's like you kind of look back and be like, we're not about that.
You look back and shit and be like, yo, you know what? What was we really warring over?
And that's personal growth in itself.
Right? No, I asked this, right? Because, you know, I didn't play. I'm be very, you know, be honest here. I never played in the streets like how you played in the streets. It wasn't honest, didn't have to. If I did anything streetwise, it's because my own stupidity bothered. Hey, I want to try this. Not gonna hold you. Not even gonna hold you. I didn't need to play in the streets. I wanted to play in the streets. It's something that I wanted to do. No, let me go do this. Let me go do that. And I asked this question because, you know, I know older dudes who still have to, you know, looking when they walked on certain streets, they had to look around their shoulder. And I asked them, like, yo, ain't you tired of that shit?
Yeah, you know
and
what
you
it
said
is?
that you've seen certain enemies.
You know what though? Mm-hmm. No matter what a situation is, even though, you know, I've seen enemies, and I can't say it because they're not enemies no more. You know, we just cordial. If I see them, you get a nod. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not gonna sit back and say, okay, if I'm somewhere, they won't try and sneak me. So at the end of the day, you know, like even when I go out with the family, you know, I always play myself where I could see the exit, so I could see what's coming my way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a natural formation for me. I'm always gonna play that because you never know who's thinking what.
Am I another question for you? You know,
I've seen some of my friends
for you on this.
I've seen some of the people that I've been real close with become multimillionaires. You know, and whether that be in the street life or whether that be in rapping. You know, it's like, okay, you know,
and
at the end of what you gonna say?
I have a question for you again. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this subject on you. I'm gonna get the Rellz too. You know, now I'm in Rellz seat right now. I have a question for you.
No, it's okay. I'm good.
Go ahead.
Do you still have that? Do you still do when you out in these streets? You know what I'm saying, like on regular, just Mac time. You know, on your time, regular, by yourself. No, you know, when you walk these old neighborhoods, do you get that urge still? Or do your personal growth allow you to go fuck all that? Where that even coming from? Nah, get that out of my head.
What you mean that old urge? Like to play the block?
Like you walk, not even play the block, just like you walk through the block, like that urge of power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that surgency that you had back in the day.
When I go to the hood now, you know, my name is well respected. So when people see me, it's like, yo, what's good, OG? You know, I could sit down and have a conversation around, you know, crews and be safe.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the day, I could pull up, I could chop it up, and then I could pull off. Okay. You know, I don't need to sit there and be like, yo, I did this, you know, oh, this was my block, or we ran this, we did this, we did. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Yo, it's a new generation. So at some point in time, you know, just like before I was on that block, somebody else was on that block. You know, it's always going to be somebody else that's going to run something else. You know, the only thing you do is like, yo, just pay attention and slow down. You know, pay attention to your surroundings, know who's who, and be careful who you put information with. That's the only thing I can tell anybody. You know, I got my little man that, you know, he still hits me up, you know, from time to time just for me to just drop a jewel on him. You know, he'll tell me, yo, something happened, and I drop a jewel, and he'll be like, all right, good looking, appreciate it. And I tell anybody, you know, I played that shit, you know, where I was hustling off my steps once upon a time, you know, and it's like, okay, everybody knew I sold drugs in front of my crib, but nobody had the heart enough to test me because the whole block, you know, had me. So if you came in, you had to come with an army.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you, Rellz, that's a good answer. You know what I'm saying? So my question to you, Rellz, I'm not even talking about, well, you said the relationship. I'm excluding your relationships, and I'm excluding, you know, even, you know, other women in general. I'm excluding all of that. My question to you is now, you know, do you have an urge of anything you did back in the day that might tweak your mind? Damn, I want to see if I could do this again. I want to see if I could do that. How would I feel if I do this as I'm older? You know, do you get that urgency like, damn, I did this back in the day. I wonder if I could do it now.
No.
You don't even have to be like in debt about anything your answer. You can just like yes or no.
No. Honestly. If you knew me growing up, I didn't really do much. So it's not really much that I could sit here and say like, yo, I wish I could go back and do that again because it gave me like an adrenaline rush. Like, nah. I was actually one of those guys who literally went to school and came home. I was one of those people who went to work and I came home. I hung out with my friends on the block, obviously. Like, okay, so that could be an example. Do I have the urge to sit out on my block all night like I used to? Hell no. For one, the people changed. The atmosphere is different. Two, I'm older now. I like to be asleep early. I can't stay out late like I used to. Especially if it's just sitting on my block doing nothing. Like, I can't do it. Listen.
So you've been like that since I met you.
I've always been one of those people. I've always been one of those people. Like, I have to have a reason to go out. If I don't have a reason to go out, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm perfectly fine sitting in my house doing nothing. Like, I've always been that way. Like, 10 o'clock come and I'm ready to go to sleep. If I'm not doing nothing of importance, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I've never really been that. Really never been that person that really played the streets like that. If I had somewhere to go, I would be out. But if I didn't, I'd stay home. I always felt like when you out doing something, when you out in the streets for no reason, is when trouble finds you. So I always kept that in the back of my head. So I just like to stay in the house and just relax and do nothing.
I viewed it differently. I always viewed it differently. I never seen it where trouble found you. Once upon a time where I used to go outside to look for trouble.
See? So you was that guy I talked about.
Exactly. That's facts. See, you was and I'm not and on all jokes aside, so I'm not even trying to be funny when I say it's nothing like that, right? You see what you just said? You was that guy outside that used to look for trouble. And let's be clear, I'm not.
No, I mean, it wasn't so much trouble as far as attacking people. It was more so like, yo, in order for me to go outside, for me sitting in the crib, all I could do was watch TV. I'm not making no money sitting in the crib watching TV. I had to go outside and make bread. I had to make money.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
my pops.
I can't sit here because to me it's a waste of time. But now that I'm older, I'm comfortable sitting here watching TV, laying across the bed. If I'm not in the gym, or work, I'm in the crib, posted.
And I'm Swagger,
what's crazy about that?
Hold on. Swagger said back in the day, he said back in the day I used to sneak out home and go to parties. Nowadays I sneak out of parties to go home. That's one of my growths.
That's facts. That's facts.
But I don't sneak out of parties. I just walk out of parties.
Right. I'm out.
I don't even know the last time I've been to. I think I can't even tell you the last circuit event. I got. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Y'all might see me at Missouri soon.
Okay.
You said that like which one?
you said that like you on a flyer.
Nah, you might see, I mean, but at a party, that's the only thing I'm saying. I might come to an event.
I only know of one more party at Missouri in the foreseeable future.
That's where you might see me at.
Yeah, you might see me there too. It's good shot. You might see me there too.
But my question to y'all again now, right? We all talking about and Twin. What you just said that I used to go outside look for trouble. That shit gave me I ain't gonna say a flashback. You definitely remind me of my pops because that was him. Because he was in the street. That man could not sit still for shit. And I'm not gonna hold you. By him doing that shit, I kid you not, by him being in the streets, moving around, that made me want to be on something like, what's out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's out there? What's the drive? That's why I had to test the streets myself.
Let me ask you,
what's out there? What's the thrill rush?
How old are you?
37.
37. So I got you by 7 years. So
yeah,
when you laughing, Rellz, because I'm not saying
no, I wasn't that. I was laughing at Swagger's comment.
But the days,
me too.
Things changed like between 85. I say in between 85 in 2001,
Mm-hmm.
the streets was live. You know, was always something going on.
That's
About
facts.
2002, 2003, you know, Giuliani he had related a lot of his policies down. A lot of shit changed. So a lot of motherfuckers was going away where you could have got a gun charge and you was just getting probation. But then, you know, you caught a gun charge. You was getting 5 years for the gun.
You getting 5
and then
years.
a year for every bullet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't have some extended shit because you was getting football numbers. And don't get caught with drugs because you was just getting buried under the jail. You get charged like you did a murder. You do 15, 20 easy for just a gun charge. You know, so I mean, that's why, you know, like, you know, I say like a lot of these younger cats, you know, they've taken the game to another level where, you know, with all the gang shit where, you know, not only are they just, you know, not only are they just carrying guns to say they got a gun, you know, I remember there was a time where we wasn't flashing guns. And I mean, because we didn't have social media, you know, nobody knew you had a gun until a gun had to be pulled. You know, now,
That's
you know, I just
true.
seen a video.
That's
I seen a
facts.
video the other day on Facebook. It might have been it was Facebook or it was Facebook or Instagram, and motherfuckers is just in the camera. And I'm like,
because you know what it is, these
young
boys, these young boys' goddess is gone, bro. They goddess is gone. You know what it is with the see with the young boys, and that's my thing too. Like as far as like one of my personal growth came, like I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I told y'all before back then, you know, I used to be gang affiliated. It's to the point now when I see these young boy gang, and I see people my age that I knew from back then that's still in it. I ask them like, yo, what are y'all doing with these young boys, yo? Why y'all not guarding them? Because at this point, let me be very real. Like at this point, I'm 37, I'll be 38. In the gang life, and if you's active, doing what you doing, your status is supposed to be up there. You supposed to be your own line, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be guiding these young boys. But now when I look at these young boys, I go to the store, I go to the blocks. There's no more lines, there's no more pushing. And when I talk to dudes, the ones they call elders, the ones who you know that was in that circle that started everything, I ask them like, what's going on? They'll straight tell you. They'll tell you, I don't want nothing to do with it, or you can't control these little niggas. It's to the point the little niggas.
You know, you had a lot of the OGs that was guiding motherfuckers to prison. They was walking them damn to the cells. You know, instead of sitting back, you know, being an older head, you know, I'm like, yo, listen, this shit right here, you don't need this shit. You go to the left instead of going to the right with this shit. And I keep
I'll tell you right now,
the shit that I did in these streets, you know, and my surrounding people, you know, I wouldn't wish motherfuckers, you know, none of that shit. Yo, my brother just came. My brother did 12 bills. You know, and he'll tell you in a heartbeat, like, yo, when he first came home and seen a cell phone, he was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And we sitting here like, it's a cell phone. Yo, when I did my little skit, when I did my 2 years, and when I came home and just seen the slight differences, I'm sitting back like, yo, this shit is way different. I don't want to go back in. You know, even though when I was in, shit was to me. I'll be honest with you. You know, I was one of the few that I could sit back and say, yo, it was every day when I woke up, it was like fun because we was on the yard, we was bullshit, we was playing cards, we was playing chess, whatever, we was lifting weights, whatever. But then, you know, I seen motherfuckers who was seriously under pressure when they was behind the wall. So, you know,
I'll keep it a stack with you, bro. I think I stopped, like, even with the gang shit, I stopped when I realized my own personal realization was like you just said, niggas was sending dudes on dummy missions. Like, first of all, I was never a fan of the whole cutting shit. I was always against that shit. To me, that was stupid. What you marking people's faces for? That's one. Two, I really realized like, yo,
motherfuckers was cutting civilians.
I'll be very real with you about that. I'll be very real with you. See, a lot of people don't know, like with that situation right there, and I can speak on this. This is years later. That situation right there got a lot of niggas, especially that was doing that, in some shit. Because at that time,
just because I don't speak on it, don't think I don't know.
I know. I mean, you listen. You was around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas got their ass tore up behind that. And a lot of niggas that was out here
I
that
seen
supposed to been
motherfuckers
captains and generals.
motherfuckers got their rags snatched. Like I've sat
They
in
got
on
their rags,
meetings where
they got
motherfuckers is
they
like,
split.
yo, like I've seen motherfuckers sit back and be like, yo, the number one question is, yo, do you realize now you brought the police to our doorstep?
Mm-hmm.
Dumb shit.
And now
honestly,
not only are you getting your rags taken, but you catching a hell of an ass whooping.
Actually, I seen niggas niggas got their food ate for that, and they listen.
Yo,
and that's honestly, I'll be
laugh,
very
bro.
real
You know,
with you, man.
I'm not part of the incriminating myself shit, but
He's stupid.
I done seen some shit where motherfuckers to this day be like,
before,
yo,
man.
Yeah, but before we get out, because it's at
I was
59.
violent, man.
We at the 1 hour mark.
Realized,
Before we
man,
get out,
violence was the neck, man. Go ahead, bro. Sorry, bro.
No, it's cool. We at the 1 hour mark, so we got. I'm gonna stretch it like another few minutes, but let me just read some of these comments, and then I'll tell you like a big personal growth thing for me, and then we'll close out. All right. All right, so he's stupid. So Mother 2 said personal growth is highly conducive to one's being, which is true. She also said people's rebirth themselves to evolve during trials and tribulations. However, it's unfortunate that many people are stuck and never evolve, which is also true. KD said, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. He did a Jada kiss. Yeah, the Jada kiss line. So to close it out, I want to say for me, like a personal growth of mine, and I think Blacko could agree with me on this one, is distancing yourself from certain situations and certain people because they're not I'm gonna use it, not conducive to your success or to your own mental well-being.
Your mental.
Yep. You know, I'm one of those people who is I'm a super forgiving person, and Blacko could tell you that because I give a lot of leeway I gave a lot of leeway with certain individuals, but yeah, as I'm getting older now, I don't give a fuck about half these people, to be honest with you, and I think I'm better off for it, to be totally honest with you.
Everybody shut though, and this, you know, you got a person, whether they're close to you, all that shit. If they really fucking up your energy, your mental, cut them loose. And then you gotta be on some cut loose, like on some stop talking to them, just stop being around them. People will drain your energy. People will drain your growth. Like your growth is a big part of what you're gonna do. Are you gonna stay still? You're gonna stay still. You're not gonna do nothing because you got that one person, or one person, or people around you that's not helping you grow. Yo, these memes be telling the truth when they say like, "Yo, cut motherfuckers off who ain't part of your growth." Like, yo, you have to do that shit, man. You really do. Fall back. There's nothing wrong with falling back, and it's funny that my bad. It's funny we saying that because I had to actually make a 5-minute less video about that. What you just said, because I had a conversation about that with somebody today about falling outs. So that video I'll be posting tonight. That's crazy.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, you can sit there and tell somebody, low, I have a venture for this. I want to do this. I want to do that, and everything is met with such negative reaction to it. You kind of start to doubt yourself in some instances. Like, yo, like, what the fuck? If you have a friend and you confide in somebody and you're telling this person like, yo, this is what I want to do for my personal growth, and it's met with negative reaction every time, you got to cut that person out your circle immediately.
Exactly. Motherfuckers are supposed to be having your back and they're not supporting your growth. Fuck them.
That's the moral of the story. It's the moral of the story.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Motherfuckers always want you to support them, but they're not supporting you. Every time you be like, "Yo, you do this for me?"
Pay attention to them people. Pay attention to them conversations y'all have with your people. Like my co-host just said. Even if like you want to fill somebody out on like how they feel, just say some shit like, "Yo, I'm thinking about doing this, that, and the third." It always got a negative response to you. You already know how you got to move with them. You could be on something like, "Yo, I'm thinking about just like, yo, starting this, starting that." If they be on say, "Yo, why for what? What you want to do that for? What for?" Anybody else is doing it, you already know how to move with them. You know what I'm saying? This a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people, like I just said, like, they give leeway.
The moral of the
First, we
story.
can't give leeway no more to people.
Nope.
No more leeway. No
The
more
moral of the
leeway.
story-
Trust me, y'all.
The moral of the story is you don't have to be afraid to eat alone.
Exactly. Go to the
And the
gym
funny
alone.
part is, you have to eat alone. That's the funny part. But a lot of people want you to give them their plates while you sitting there out making the food.
Yep. And last comment of the
Instead
night,
of-
Swagger. Oh, go ahead, Blacko.
Instead of them motherfuckers give you to helping you get in the season, the meat, whatever the case may be, to make that pot.
Yep.
My
And the
bad,
last
y'all. I just got 5 minutes left. Blacko just kicked in, y'all. My bad, y'all. Go ahead.
That's cool. That's cool. The last comment of the night, well, the last two comments is Swagger said, your gut feeling doesn't lie. Don't ignore red flags. Drop them negative vibes while you can. Absolutely. And Auntie said, stay positive and take care of yourself. Definitely. Learn from Jesus in the Last Supper. Watch out for Judas.
That's
Man,
a fact.
listen, man.
Yo, I want to go out and I want to say a couple of things. First, I want to shout out my wife. Happy birthday. Her birthday is Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Secondly,
birthday.
I want to shout out my coach, and the whole Action Sledge team. They just went out to Ohio. We're gonna be in Boston on this weekend.
Nice.
So shout out the whole team, the whole Hunters Club. Yo, we got some big announcements getting ready to take place. So, shout out to everything and everybody around me. Shout out to my management, Ziporh Miles. Appreciate you. Shout out to my wife, shout out to my kids. Check out, we're not going to be live this week. The TL Mac Fitness Show will not be airing this Thursday. So catch us back next Thursday at 8 p.m. on the Evening Rush Network. But I will be live next Monday on Rellz Relaxation Alcohol with Rellz and Blacko. So make sure you check us out. And, it is what it is.
Anything you want to say, Blacko?
Nah, we pretty much covered it, y'all. But, let me say, I do got something to say. Screw that. Listen, personal growth don't happen overnight, everybody. So take your time. Make sure you don't take too much time. We don't get that shit back. So definitely do what y'all need to do. Sit down, figure out what you need to cut off, just to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So get that weight off your back, man. Get the weight off your back and the weight off your heart and just keep pushing forward. That's it.
Oh, you sound like
Earn
a
that
pastor. I dig it. Pastor Blacko.
Earn that shit.
You have spoken.
And most
Earn that
importantly,
shit.
when you go to the gym, don't do 5 minutes on the Stairmaster.
Oh,
Glad
shit.
you ain't my personal trainer.
Yo,
Oh,
Blacko, he couldn't. I had to go out with that.
Yeah. Rellz, I'm need you to start lying. So you was on there for like 45 minutes straight.
Nope,
No
not
water
lying.
break, no nothing. Right?
I'm staying true to the goal. I have a focus. I'm staying true to the vision, man.
Nah, I'll tell you, look,
All right,
real
look,
shit.
we gotta go because this nigga's
Whatever
flexing.
works for you, do it.
You
Nah,
see
yeah,
this
work.
guy
See
over
that?
here? Yeah, see, that's how you end the
That's
show.
the royalties he said he was taking.
Yeah,
That's that royalties he said he was taking.
That's his version of personal growth, folks.
But nah,
On that note,
we appreciate
On that
y'all,
note,
man.
thank you
As
everybody
always.
for listening tonight. It's been real. Have a good night, y'all. Enjoy.